Hi friends, my name is Ranjit and I have a 27 plus years of industry and ERP consulting experience in multiple countries. Before we go to the actual topic, let me explain you why it is important to understand ERP basics for every graduate and postgraduate who is planning to join an industry. In today's world, every industry is using some kind of a ERP software to manage its business processes. So once you join any industry, be it mechanical, chemical, pharma, food, or any other type of industry, you need to use some ERP software to perform your daily task, be it in purchasing, planning, finance, production, any supporting functions in an industry. So ERP supports multiple business processes for industry, right from sales to purchase to production to finance, including all the supporting functionalities. Hope now you know why it is important to understand ERP basic concept. The main advantage for you will understand end-to-end business process used in industry. Now, here very important point is uh, uh, that the main business process remains same across industry, whether you are going in chemical industry or pharma industry or any automotive industry, automobile industry, the basic functions, that is sales, purchase and manufacturing, will remain same. Okay, so you should focus what are the details for each process and how it is done using ERP, right? So what is ERP? So ERP is acronym for Enterprise Resource Planning. As the name suggests, this is a ERP software. I mean that is a software that optimizes the flow of resources, including man, machine, material, and money. So once I explain you the example, you will definitely get what I'm trying to say. So also very important point that please note whatever terminologies I'll be explaining you, because these are the terminologies being used in industry. Okay, any industry which is using this ERP software, right? So let's now go to the actual presentation. So we will cover these five important point in order to understand the ERP basics, right? So let's go to the first point. Now, you go to any industry, right? There are two types of industry in the world. I will. This is at the high level. Basically, you have companies who procure the material from the vendors and sell it to the customer, right? They don't have their own manufacturing plant. This is, as per my experience, the best example is the pharma industry. As you know, like pharma companies are spread across world, right? They have some patented product, but their manufacturing facilities are only in one or two countries, right? And they sell these products to every country in the world, right? So most of the countries will have only a company, a trading kind of a company for the pharma, right? So what they do basically, they procure the medicine from the manufacturing plant in other country, and then they sell it to the their customers. Here, if it is a pharma industry, obviously there will be medicines, so they will be selling it to the end customers or direct distributors, right? Either hospitals and all that. So what will be the process in this case for those companies? How ERP will map those that process for that company? I mean, here we are assuming that that company is using some ERP system, right? So the first process is the sales process, right? In ERP, it is called order to cash process. Now, please note the terminologies slightly differ in different ERP systems, but I'm referring to the SAP terminologies here, and it is one of the main ERP software in the world used by majority of the big companies, right? So I am referring SAP here. So let's take about the discuss about the process steps used in the sales process. So that process is called order to cash, right? So the first step obviously is the you send the sales quotation to the your potential customer, right? Based on that, he will send you the sales order, right? With the whatever finished goods or whatever medicine he needs with the quantity and the date and shipping address and everything, right? And that obviously the sales order will be created in your ERP system. Then based on that, you will ship the product to the desired address of the customer, right? From your inventory of a sellable product, right? Then after shipment, obviously you will send the invoice for that particular shipment, whatever price you ask for. So obviously you will be preparing an invoice and send it to your customer. And based on that, customer will pay you. Okay. So these are the five major steps followed in every order to cash process in ERP. Okay, so this you can say is the first very critical process, right? And very important part here is that whatever your financial transactions, whatever customer invoice you are sending to the customer, that and whatever payment you are getting, all that is recorded in functionality called account receivables in ERP. Okay, so this is very important integration here, that finance and sales process, right? So as name suggests, I already mentioned that ERP is a integrated software. So it integrates all the processes right from sales, purchase, production, finance, everything. So this is one of the integration point you can see. Okay, this is the first point. Now let's go to the second very important process, which is called a procurement process. Now here, obviously these medicines, what you are selling to the customer, you are procuring from some vendors, right? Maybe in the same country or from outside country or some vendor. Okay, so we are not going that detail, but then you will be procuring something because your company doesn't have its own manufacturing, right? So what you will have, the first step is obviously you will either have purchase requisition or request for quotation, right? And based on that you will place a purchase order to your vendor. Same way what your customer is placing sales order, similar thing here on the purchasing side, what you will do, you will place a order to your vendor. Based on that, vendor will send you material, you will do the good receipts, right, a material receipt. So that is the next step. The next step is obviously based on that also vendor will send an invoice, whatever payment you are supposed to make, right? And that you will pay the vendor through bank, right? So obviously on this vendor side, you are recording the financial transactions using functionality called accounts payable. Okay, so now you understood like account receivable is on the customer side and accounts payable is on the vendor side because you are paying the vendor, right? So this is a logical naming convention used by ERP, uh, and obviously as a finance part, the finance part is called general accounting. It consists of your legal accounting, that is your profit and loss accounting and balance sheet accounting, and the management accounting. So management accounting, as you know, like it is for management reporting purpose. So both these things are covered in general accounting of ERP, right? And also you have inventory transactions also recorded in finance. So everything is integrated here. You can see here. I mean, this is very important part of ERP, right? ERP is not a standalone product. It is an integrated product, right? So all the processes are supported in ERP, and that's what I initially mentioned also. So here you can, you can see it, right? So we have taken an example for a company without any manufacturing plant, right? Now let's go to the next type of industry. Now you have companies with a manufacturing plant. So obviously they are also using ERP systems, and this is the model they follow for end-to-end process. Now we already discussed about the procure to pay and order to cash, right? Now the main thing is like here it is a manufacturing. So let's take example of a laptop. Okay. So now suppose your company is manufacturing a laptop, right? So obviously it requires a bill of material and routing. So what is a bill of material? So bill of material is nothing but a list of components required to manufacturing the finished product. Now, if you are manufacturing a laptop, obviously you have so many components you need to get the finished product as a laptop, right? You need a screen, and there are so many parts here, right? Microprocessor, chip, and so many things. So that all the list of materials are there in the bill of material, right? And to manufacture this particular laptop, you need a sequence of a operation or sequence of the way you will be manufacturing it, right? You will first need some assembly line where you have a sequence. You will get product, I mean the individual components from vendor. All that will be mentioned in the routing. How that will be processed in your factory. So this is called a master data for producing a finished product, right? Every company, whether you are producing a car or you are producing a laptop, you are producing some medicine, every product will have bill of material and the routing. Okay, in ERP, this is a basic master data required in any ERP in order to record transactions for the product, right? And then obviously you have plans, multiple plans. And ERP, whatever the way you execute the order for the finished product. Suppose you want to manufacture 100 laptops, right? So you will create a production order for that 100 laptop production, right? And for that, you will execute that order, and that will be recorded in ERP system. So this is very important terminologies. So now you understood there are two parts here. First is master data required. As I mentioned, for laptop, you need a bill of material and the routing. And to produce the laptop, obviously we need a production order, right? Once the production order is completed, you will have finished product, which is a laptop, which is a sellable product, right? So now you understood the third part of the business processes. Like first is procure to pay, second is order to cash, and this is called plan to produce. Basically, you are actually producing it, right, in your own plant. Now for that you need a lot of planning, right? Like for suppose you take a laptop, so you have so many variants of the laptops. So you need to estimate what is your yearly demand, right? So you are supposed, I mean you have a demand of suppose 50,000 laptops per year. So you will divide that month wise, right? And then you will plan for the individual items. So all that is done in ERP. So you can understand the complexity involved. And obviously you need to know when, which part to procure, when everything is done by ERP. And that's why ERP is very important tool for every company. And it is very important you to understand this end-to-end process and the integration, right? So for example, you are now planning to join some industry, and you are going to work in sales department. So you now know what are the important steps being followed in ERP. So any ERP will follow these steps, okay? Generally, right now I'm taking reference of SAP, but then most of the companies will have a ERP which will be followed following these steps, okay? So this is end-to-end process. Obviously, there are some supporting functions like plant maintenance, HR, everything is there in ERP. But right now, we are only covering the basics. So now I would say like you now understood the major process of ERP. Okay. Now let's go to the next part. Just whatever I explained, I just put here as a summarized form, right? So as I explained, ERP is nothing but enterprise resource planning. Okay, is used to figure out which products to make, how much quantity and when, right? The second point is it helps to identify which material we need, how many to order, from whom and when, right? So you have different vendors and a different lead time for different vendors. So based on the sales order demand, customer, all supply of existing production. So many things ERP takes care. You don't have to really do anything manually, right? And it basically optimizes the cost, right? So it optimizes your resources, including your machine capacity, everything it optimizes. And that's why every company nowadays goes for it because it includes the best practices in that industry, right? So ERP ensures above business requirements are achieved using optimized cash flow, as I mentioned. Then obviously, as I said, like planning system is the brain of any business, right? And ERP provides very detailed planning as its name suggests. Okay, and it keeps the main cost, the purchasing and production cost for the company low by optimizing overall business process flow. And obviously, when I say when to procure, how much to produce, so everything has a cost implication, right? Right. So it is very important that ERP suggests you the right time to purchase, right time to create your production order based on your sales demand. Right? So all these things are taken care by ERP, and that's why it is used by every industry in today's world, right? So, what are the important ERP softwares in the world right now? So, I have just taken this from the internet. These are, five top ERP providers. Okay, SAP. Most of you might have heard by this time. SAP and Oracle are the major players in this. All other are being used not widely, obviously, but they are being used by some industries. Okay, so these are the five companies, main companies. Obviously, there are so many small vendors who are providing ERP, but right now I have just listed the five main companies. The last part is SAP, which going forward will be covering in detail and from end user perspective, not from the as a consultant. So as an end user, once you go to the industry, obviously it is very important to understand SAP because most of the here, as I mentioned, most of the 70% of the biggest 500 company in the world use SAP, right? And SAP has got these many companies in 180 countries, so obviously they must be getting results, right? They must be getting ROI, good ROI. That's why they are using ERP as a software. So it is most probably likely that whatever company you are going to join, there you will come across SAP as a ERP software, and you will be using it. So this particular channel will surely help you to understand SAP in detail. So please subscribe the channel and keep watching the videos. I will come up with many more videos like that with industry specific business cases for you. Thank you very much for watching the video.